Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Lynn and I'm an overseas student from Vietnam who had the privilege to live and work in the UK for the last 11 years. I'm now working as a pharmacist, but I'm taking a gap year in this year. I decided to give myself the headspace focusing on learning more and sharing it here on my channel with you. And in this video today, I would like to share with you several methods that I've used to increase my income in order to save for my deposit for my first house, paying back my tuition fee, and fast track our emergency funds so we can start investing as early as possible. So a method that's the majority of employees like to use, maybe it's to go on strike. You see that quite often now with the disruption that we have faced. I commute to work by public transport, so the bus was on strike and the train driver was on strike because they just needed to demand a higher wage to their manager due to the cost of living is increasing so much in the UK. But that's not something that I've tried before, and I guess it depends on a lot of factors that are associated with them, and you need a big union, a lot of employees that collaborate together when you decide to go on strike. Again, that's not something that I have tried before. I won't talk much about it. I think I'm just giving the example of what I've tried so far to increase my earning as an employee. The method that I've tried so far is to looking at Indeed and look at all the job perspective out there, what the salary, the role and responsibility that you be carrying on. And if you think that you are working in a job when you're doing a lot of stuff but you don't get paid for it, and sometimes the employer, unfortunately everything ultimately is still business, as the employer they would like to try to pay you the minimum amount that's keep you comfortable in that role so that they can maximize their profit, or they can just using that money to invest on material, equipment to improve their productivity. Proportion for employee salary, if they can minimize it as much as possible, they will do. So what I find from my own experience is that you might be doing the same job, or you might go off for a job that requires more responsibility but to a completely different employers, and you are likely to get paid much more than your current role if you are just likely to be loyal and to stay in one place. When I decided to take up more responsibility, my wage was increased from £20 an hour to £21 an hour. With £1 extra, I had to carry a lot of work home. So I was working a pharmacist, but I was doing other managerial material. And I guess, if you're thinking about the experience that you can talk about, I guess it's more valuable than the £1 pay rise that you have. But I'm just thinking, if you are not learning anything at the job that you are doing, if you want to maximize your earning as much as possible, then look around, give you more options if you are willing to look at other options that are available. Method number 2 that I've tried so far is getting another job. For example, so when I was working as a hospital pharmacist, I was trying to do locum job as well in a community pharmacy. In my spare time, I also work in a nail salon when I'm working as a nail technician. It's also a hobby and I get paid from it, so it's a bonus. And I'm sure there is a lot of options that you can try if you're looking at the website like Fiverr. People like Tristan that obsessed with cleaning, you could do a cleaning services for household that really busy, that don't have time to clean their house. Or there's other people that I've known that started dog walking services. Again, that's just the example that I have found down from people that I know or from myself. Method number 3 that I've got is to learn how to invest. So all of the other methods that we have tried so far, you are still trading your time for money, and as you know, time and energy is limited. I know for sure that is not sustainable, and we need to think not about the money that you make, but it's the money that you can put it to good use, to invest your money wisely so that the interest will generate more interest itself, and the compound will do you the benefit over the long run. And you want to preserve your energy and you want to study on the method that's building your wealth over time, then I strongly suggest you to start signing up to courses to support you to learn how to invest your money wisely. And the final method, which is my favorite methods that I would like to share will be, I guess it will be in trying to learn or other skills, other transferable skills that could be beneficial to you. One of the books that I've recently read is The Principle for Dealing with the World-Changing Order. Smart Rabbit had 3 burrows, and we should learn to not just diversify in our investment strategy, but also diversify in our job. So never just focusing on one job only. So if you have more time and you want to learn other skills, experience that will be beneficial to you, learning new skills. And we would always debate whether we should be trying to specialize as early as possible. So one of the books that I've recently read, which is called Range, How Generalists Triumph in Specialized World, using myself an example, I was debating whether I should invest more time to specialize, try to a different sector in community, in hospital, in outpatient setting, and I'm trying to be a pharmacist manager. When I was debating whether I should go back to the hospital as a full-time pharmacist to specialize in one area, or should I just take a gap year so that I have headspace to study other interesting skills that will be beneficial to me in the long run, and that's so that I don't have to keep trading my time for money. Back to the book, the author have used the example of Tiger Woods. If you are into golf, then you know Tiger Woods is a very successful golfer. He have learned to imitate his dad with the swing from the age of 10 months, and he started playing golf since the age of 2. By the time he reached 21, he was actually a professional golfer, and he is 40 years old now and he's still playing very well. The author comparing the example of Roger Federer, who is again another professional tennis player, and they're both really well known in sport due to their excellent and they're so good at the sport that they're playing, but they both started at a different path. Tiger Woods on one hand have started playing golf since he was little, while Rogers only started it in his mid-teen. When he was little, Roger have managed to try a variety of sports. He didn't just specialize in tennis since the age of 2, but he has become so good using the experience and the skills that he have learned through a variety of sports that he plays. That's to show us that there are different paths that we can try. We don't have to just start specializing early, and the author suggests that we should have a sampling period, the opportunity to try out, to dabbling with different, whether it's sport or whether it's job, hobbies that you would like to try and you want to be good at. Give yourself the opportunity to try out as much as possible, and you will be surprised how much it will be beneficial to you. To simplify, as if you want to earn more, you simply have to be more. So the more you earn, the more you learn. By learning to adapt so quickly in different environments will help you build the resilience to adapt to these ever-changing worlds that we are going through. So I hope you find this video useful. These are some of the methods that I've tried so far to increasing my earning, to support me save for deposit for my first house, to help me pay back my tuition fee, and to help me earn as much as possible so I can use that money to invest for my future. So I hope you find it useful. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Take care and goodbye.